Run Around the World is Meredith and I's experience of traveling the world of running.
Amazing destinations where there's big ultra races.
Laugh together, cry together, and everything in between.
With each episode, we're traveling, quite far and extensively around the globe.
UTMB is the premier 100-mile in the world. It's circumnavigating Mount Blanc over, 107 miles, 170 kilometers.
I'm a professional ultra runner, and that allows me to train every day and run around the world in all these unique places. It doesn't matter where we go in the world. It's always different. Here in Chamonix Valley, we went up the Brevant. It's the day of UTMB, so I'm out here in the morning getting my work done so I can get ready for Team Schlarb crewing bonanza that will happen at 6 p.m. when UTMB starts.
Chamonix during UTMB week is absolutely all-consuming. Meeting and seeing people that you know in the trail community, from different places in the world. It's high energy, it's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of expectations, but it is one of a kind, and it's the only place that has this kind of just energy and fun around running a 100-mile race.
I started ultra running back in 2012. And someone just mentioned to me that there was a race around the Mount Blanc, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. I'll just go sign up for that. I lived in Jackson, Wyoming, super hardcore ski bumming community, and I figured for once in my lifetime I should actually experience living in Chamonix. I came over with the intent to actually race World Cup for ski mountaineering. It was a really unique experience that set me up then when I came back over to race CCC, TDS, and eventually UTMB. We have been in Europe for about 4.5 weeks. We've been on a family trip.
Felix is my pride and joy, and to be able to bring him on some of these international trips is something that I know he's going to remember for the rest of his life.
I did mini TDS.
This is the mini TDS. It's 1,200 meters, and it's pretty, kind of like UTMB, pretty intense and big, and lots of excitement at the start.
I have a shirt that on the back of it says Future Hard Rocker. I feel that about UTMB a lot.
So you have tens of thousands of runners right here, all celebrating trail running, doing ultramarathon races, with UTMB kind of being the pinnacle, the climax of all of the events. Circumnavigating Mount Blanc over 107 miles, 170 kilometers. There are a lot of things that can go wrong, and I need those that logistic support, like in the military, to make this happen and execute my mission. And in this instance, I had the honor of having Meredith be my crew, which is something really, really special, and not something that we've done too often.
Crewing within itself is like another race. When Jason comes into the aid station, I have everything he needs and we're ready to go.
Figuring out how many gels I need, figuring out what kind of clothes I need when it gets cold, remembering to take things out of my pack that I don't need.
We really understand one another and what we're going through because we're doing the same thing. And that's what's really unique and special.
You worked really, really hard for this. You're gonna make me cry. I'm so excited for you.
It's fun. It's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to seeing you at every spot.
I'm sorry you can't be at the start.
It's okay. That's the only spot I don't need you.
We'll see you.
All right, I'll see you too, Felix. I love you. I have been feeding off of this moment, this energy, this goal, this outcome for a year. there's never been an American that has won UTMB. To come all the way across the globe practically to run this race, there's something special about it. And compete against the best of the best in the entire world.
You know, I knew he was a little off at the first aid station. I just wanted this to be his day so bad. And I know what he is capable of.
She's like running a race herself, and that emotional, mental fatigue of being my crew, having to have everything right. And everything is according to plan, and I run out of there. You know, it's dark, and I get my big headlamp on and strike out into the night and know that I'm going to see her in 6-7 hours in Courmayeur.
I didn't realize how emotional I was going to be the whole time while I was crewing Jason.
It wasn't nervousness, it was just absolute pure love and frenzy to help me.
Yeah.
It's another day in the Alps, right, Jason?
Yeah, not my best day, but
It ain't over yet.
He is an elite, and he has been fourth at this race. He's done so well at all these other races.
Good job, Patrick.
There is a lot of race left.
Am I like 20th?
29th when you came. Hey, look, you got to keep believing because people are going to start dropping because everything's gone too fast. You have
I'll
this.
do my best day, okay?
You're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. I love you.
Love you too. You're peeling away all the bullshit of life, and you are actually just in this moment of moving your body, and you are breaking down everything. You've taken all of your energy away. You are just sustaining on pure grit.
We're definitely more than halfway done. So we are just waiting for him to come in and get him through this next, like the last section. And the climbs here are kind of difficult. They're a lot of, like, there's 3 big long climbs, I believe now. And we're just gonna get him out of his little hole that he's in right now, and we're gonna get him to that finish line.
What place am I in now?
You're in 19th.
Jesus Christ.
He was just doing everything he possibly could to be the best that he could be in that moment, and he just felt like it just wasn't enough for him. Okay, you're doing really good, babe.
Thank you.
I know you may not think that, but you are so tough and you are working through this, and I swear it is going to pay off, okay? I swear.
It's 20 some hours of going through a day that's not going great. No, I keep pushing. And leaving Champex-Lac, I am, slightly delirious.
You are so tough.
Okay. See you in 17K. 45.
I'll be there. I love you. You can do it, babe. I believe in you. Come on. He's mentally defeated right now, and it's not like, you know what? Like, screw it. If all these other Americans drop, I just want him, he's gonna make it okay. And it could have been so easy for him to say, you know what? I'm done. Like, I don't need to do this.
It's hot, it's sunny, it's technical, it's a bit lonely, and people, when I see them, they are miserable.
Because, when everything's going right, it's pretty easy to put a good race together, but when everything's going wrong and to keep your head positive and to stay in the game and to get to the finish, like that means everything.
I've been to UTMB 4 times, and that's, I think, the most that I've gone to any race. Felix came with me to Europe in 2014, and he saw me drop out, and it was the worst moment in my running life.
I saw Dad drop out. I cried.
He, was a young boy. He thinks his dad's unbreakable.
I felt bad for Daddy, and this year, Dad encouraged him to finish.
That memory was with me the whole time at UTMB this year. And, I knew that I would not disappoint him like that unless, I broke my leg or something. And so while I was out there and things weren't going great, I knew that Felix was there waiting for me, and that this time I wouldn't disappoint him.
For him just to keep overcoming and to keep pushing and to keep going, it really says a lot about his character. That is what has amazed me the most with Jason in this race.
I make mistakes still, and it's still a game that I have to play every single time I race, every time I travel, every time I go home and try to get ready to race. It's a moving target always.
I just feel grateful and happy with him.
I am more proud, and it has been a more meaningful experience than in most any other race I've done.
We're really lucky that we get to do this together, and so what if it's not our day? Like, that's okay.
My business with UTMB here in Chamonix is not quite done.